Hello and welcome to a Christmas party special live pop-up of Royal Reviewer, another Royal Reviewer episode, I should say. So yes, I will wait until a few people come in, and of course I will go and find the chat room so that I can speak to you all. But this video is going to be about the Queen's annual Christmas party, which she holds for members of her family. It is a private event at Buckingham Palace annually, which obviously is every single year. And of course this year is Meghan's first as a member of the British royal family, obviously since she married. So a very special occasion for Meghan, and of course this is the Queen's way of making sure that she sees all of her extended family over the Christmas period and gets to spend some time with them, have lunch with them, because of course not all of them get to go up to Sandringham. Literally there is not the room, which is why she holds this kind of pre-Christmas party event ahead of when she leaves to go to Sandringham. Now last year she did leave, I think it was the 21st of December, so literally we are only days away from the Queen leaving Buckingham Palace, heading to Norfolk, to her Norfolk country estate, Sandringham, to spend Christmas, where she will stay until sometime in February. So that's kind of what we're thinking. Right, let me find the chat room, because of course I want to speak to you all. Let's see what's going on. Aha, here I am. I can see my picture with my lovely hat. Do you like the hat? Let me know. Hat and tiara combination. Are we loving? Are we living and loving for the hat and tiara combination? I think it's a good look. Let me know what you think. Hello to Bev, who appears to be the only one in the room. How many people are watching? Do we only have 18 people watching right now? Is YouTube not sending out my notifications? My goodness, YouTube, you're going to get a black fan flap in a moment, because obviously there's not many people watching right now. My goodness, where is everybody? If you're there, say hello. Okay, so for those of you who have just joined, this is about the Queen's annual Christmas lunch 2018, held on the 19th of December, which is a Wednesday. Okay, we have Kiki as well. Bev loves the headdressing, thank you. And Verona says, hello from Barbados, hello to you. We are definitely living and loving for the tiara and hat combination. So, it is, as I've said before, the Queen's chance to celebrate Christmas with her extended family who do not attend Sandringham. Of course, there are members there that do attend Sandringham, but it's a chance for the Queen definitely to entertain that extended family. Now, I'm a little bit angry about something. This is a joyous occasion. And what do you think the media has gone and done? Well, what do you think they've gone and done? They've gone and used this as an opportunity to fan the flames with all the Royal Fab Four feud. Do you know what one of the headlines is? Oh, by the way, the pictures. Obviously, I'm doing a live chat, so I can't show you the pictures. They are copyrighted photos anyway, because they were taken by paparazzi. So I can't bring you the photographs. So once this video has gone live, I will link to where you can find all of the known photographs. So do go and check them out. And then obviously, if you haven't seen them already, come back and leave a comment on what you think about the photos. So yes, I've written down, it's supposed to be a happy occasion. And what has the press gone and done? They've gone and twisted everything, haven't they? Well, of course they would. So I'm going to read a few quotes from their headline. Now, I have to say, I'm absolutely disgusted with the headline. I really am, truly. Truly, I am disgusted. So, they could have ran with any headline, and this is what they ran with. So, happy families, ... or sisters in war, ? I'm speechless. Talk to the hand. I'm speechless. I'll read it again, just in case you missed it the first time. Happy families, ... or sisters in war, ? They are using this happy occasion where everyone was smiling and happy to try and stem this sisters in war. A pun on, obviously, sisters-in-law, sisters in war. Well, my goodness. I'm done. Talk to the hand. I am done. Who comes up with this rubbish? My goodness. Anyway, I'm going to park that there because I will just... And then they mention the tensions that don't even exist. Okay, and actually one other point as well. Why put Sisters in War ? When this is the same publication that has been publishing that they've had inside sources and royal insiders? They are now questioning their own royal insiders, if there ever was one. So I think that just about sums it up and says it all. Let's see what people are saying. Yes, Wendy, I'm done too. Definitely. Anyway, let's go on to happy news, because this is a happy occasion and I am not going to let the press ruin it, because everybody in those photos looked lovely. By the way, the photos were taken through the car windows by paparazzi, so they are not the best quality. So I'm okay with the fact that I can't publish them, to be honest. They aren't the best quality. They're kind of through windows. Some of the more, you know, the higher the resolution camera did manage to get some decent shots of outfits, but it is everyone seated. There's no full length shots to my knowledge. It is a private Christmas lunch, so there's nothing obviously leaked or come out from inside that I'm aware of. I doubt we will get any official photographs, so we're going to have to make do with what we have, which I will link to in the description. So, Prince Andrew, Princess Anne, Sir Timothy Laurence and the Duke of Edinburgh were amongst the first to arrive. Not in the same car, separate cars. But yes, Prince Andrew attended, Princess Anne with her husband Sir Timothy Laurence, and the Duke of Edinburgh arrived obviously in his own car. The Duke, I mean, the photographs that I saw weren't terribly flattering photographs, I have to say. You know, they were paparazzi photographed through a window, but he was there and, you know, he looked healthy. And I'm glad that he turned up, obviously, to that family event, because we haven't seen him in recent times. We have seen paparazzi photographs of him out carriage driving, but not in a kind of formal setting. Oh, we have $1.99 from Cynthia, donated. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I'm going to give you a big fan flap for that. Thank you to Cynthia. I do have the best viewers, I really, really do. Then, oh, by the way, this is in no particular order of arrival, because I'm not entirely sure of the order, because the photographs are kind of not really in sync. But anyway, the Countess of Wessex arrived, Sophie Wessex, with her daughter, Lady Louise Windsor, who is now 15, by the way, and she always looks lovely. I'm really intrigued by Lady Louise. She is actually one of my favourite up-and-coming royals to watch. It's very doubtful that she will ever have a formal role within the monarchy. Technically, she is a princess. Technically, she is entitled to use the style and title of Royal Highness and Princess, but Sophie and Edward declined to use it. But I am under the understanding that when she reaches possibly 16, it may even be 16 or 18, but I think it's 16 actually, she could technically take up her birthright and style herself Royal Highness and Princess, because that is in UK law what she's entitled to do. But anyway, Lady Louise was there looking rather lovely. Now, I didn't see any photographs of Edward arriving. He wasn't in the same car, but as we know, some of these royals arrive separately. He may have already been in the palace. We know that royals do have apartments within the palace, so maybe he was already in there, but I also didn't see any photographs of him on the way out. So if he was there or not, I don't know. If you have seen any photographs of Edward, do let me know. I haven't seen them, so for the moment we will assume that he wasn't able to make it for some reason. Princess Beatrice was there. There was no Eugenie and Jack, or rather we didn't see them anyway. Again, it could have been a case that they were already in there. But no, we didn't see Eugenie and Jack. Not quite sure what they were up to. But Princess Beatrice was there, and it was spotted that she was wearing the same coat that she wore last night when she went to a private members club in London called Annabelle's. I don't know how significant it is that she was wearing the same coat. Girl wears same coat. Headline, news. No, I think it's perfectly fine that she was wearing the same coat. I mean, I wear the same coat to go shopping in as I do to go, you know, wherever. So, girl wears same coat, not really headline news. But yes, that is one detail that was spotted. Peter Phillips was there, and his wife, Autumn. Now, Peter Phillips, arrived with their daughters, Isla and Savannah, and Autumn arrived separately. So again, you know, the royals don't always arrive in the same car, and it doesn't really have any significance. Nothing to note of that nature. Then we had the Cambridges and Nanny. So George and Charlotte were obviously with William and Catherine, and the nanny was in the back too. So yes, George and Charlotte looking lovely and full of the joys of Christmas, as you would expect. No Prince Louis. I still think he's probably a bit too young to bring to that kind of occasion. But we did see the Cambridges. Charles was there, but no Camilla. Now, I am under the impression that she wasn't able to make it because she's under a heavy cold. So poor Camilla. So my heart goes out to Camilla. I think everyone kind of sometimes feels a little bit under the weather at Christmas. It happens, doesn't it? It's one of those sad facts of life. Christmas comes and then you get ill. So poor Camilla is suffering a heavy cold. We know that the Queen had a heavy cold a couple of years ago. So yes, not very nice for Camilla, but she is... I'm sure she'll be able to go to Sandringham for Christmas, but she has a heavy cold. So I wish Camilla all the best. Get some Sudafed, love. You'll be fine. And big box of tissues. Then we had the Sussexes. Meghan's first as a royal member of the family. Looking lovely and happy. I think from what I could see, the makeup and the whole look looked really, really good. Harry looking his usual self. Yes, nothing really to note. Happy smiles and from Catherine and Meghan. So I'm not sensing the tensions. I really am not sensing any tensions whatsoever between them. Again, this is in no particular order. I'm just kind of going through who we saw attend. It's not an exhaustive list. There may also be others that kind of went in under the radar, or some that maybe were even already at the palace before the paparazzi started papping. We had the Duke of Kent and his daughter-in-law, Sylvana Windsor, and his granddaughter, Lady Marina Windsor. So we saw those. Then we had the Tyndalls, and of course Mia Tyndall, the gorgeous Mia Tyndall. Again, all looking very, very happy. On the way out, Zara had removed her coat, so we got to see her kind of lovely red, festive, patterned dress, which I thought was rather gorgeous. And of course Mia looking her usual cheeky self, which I love. We also saw Lady Sarah Chateau and her husband Daniel Chateau. They were seen leaving. So we didn't see them on the way in, but we saw them leaving, which is why I'm saying that some royals may already have been there. Some may be staying in their apartment. So it's not an exhaustive list. Prince Edward rather, may have been there. We don't actually know. Okay. Helen says papping. Great. Yes. We say papped or papping. have a papping time. We saw Vice Admiral Timothy Laurence. I said that he arrived with, obviously, Princess Anne, but after the events, he was seen walking in the crowds. My goodness. I think he was using his almost anonymity. I can't say that word. But you know what I mean. He went outside for a walk and kind of was milling around with all the people that were outside watching. So I thought that was rather funny. So he can kind of go under the radar a little bit. Oh, I'm telling myself to turn my page over because there was more people spotted. We had Lady Helen Taylor, the daughter of the Duke of Kent. These are all in the photographs, which I will link to in the description. We had Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, who obviously live at Kensington Palace too. We had the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester and their daughter, Lady Rose Gilman, and her daughter, Lila Gilman. We had Lord Frederick Windsor, Freddie Windsor, with his wife, who still goes by the name of Sophie Winkleman. I mean, technically she's Windsor, but she still goes by her name of Sophie Winkleman. And we had Lord Nicholas Windsor, his wife and son, he is the youngest child of Edward and Catherine, the Duke and Duchess of Kent. So we had a pretty... definitely we saw the extended family out. Like I said, that is not an exhaustive list. But definitely those are the ones that we saw being papped either arriving or leaving. Now, what have I written down now? Oh yes, they will be enjoying, of course, the Buckingham Palace Christmas trees, which have been erected in the Marble Hall, as well as on the grand staircase with all the garlands coming down, which I did show in an earlier video. Now, a little bit of information. The fir tree, the fir trees that have been installed in Buckingham Palace have been grown on the Windsor estate. So that's, I think, rather lovely. And a good use of the Queen's estates as well. Like I said, the Queen was seen leaving Buckingham Palace for Sandringham last year on the 21st of December. So we are literally days away from the Queen leaving for Sandringham. Obviously, I said earlier, but I'll say it again for those of you who have just joined. Sandringham is the Queen's Norfolk estate, which she spends Christmas in. She doesn't just spend Christmas there, but she will be there until sometime in February. So she has a really good Christmas break. We know she had a really restful summer break because she came back with all the joys of summer. So I'm hoping that the Christmas break will also do her the world of good, because she is looking rather fabulous these days. I am definitely loving the Queen. I want to see what you guys are saying. So that's all who I saw from the photographs, and I don't think there are any more. So if you did see any others, do let me know. So my computer's just asking me something. There we go. Right. Go away, computer. Messages. Let me just pop out this chat screen so that I can see it in a bit bigger. That's better. There we go. Let me kind of go up, and then I'll kind of work down. Let's have a look. So sorry if I'm going back over some things we've already talked about. Live, Love and Laugh says, does Santa have a crown attached to it? I don't know, but this is definitely the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara with a Santa hat. Who knew the combination would work? I love it. Beverly says, yes, I agree. I am intrigued by Lady Louise as well. She's most intriguing. I do love the Lady Louise. I think, and doesn't she look like the Queen? My goodness, the eyes and the nose and the mouth. She is the spitting image of the Queen. I love it. Jay Leon says, Lady Louise has similar look as a grandma. Oh, Queen Mary. Yes, because of course Queen Elizabeth also looks a bit like Queen Mary too, I think. If you look at photographs, I definitely can see it. Ali says, Camilla was at some pre-booked function for a charity, I think, or that's what the Twitter made it look. I've heard that it was she had a heavy cold. I haven't seen any. Clarence House hasn't posted anything about any engagement, so I will check the court circular to see if she did attend any events today, but I don't think so. I think it was a heavy cold. I think that was what has been mooted around. Just going down. Oh, Cynthia says, you love the yellow fan and you've also used your Queen birdcage umbrella. Wow. Yes, lots of people are saying that they've been using their umbrellas, or brollies, as we say in the UK. Yes, I've been using mine too, and they're lovely because the birdcage design means that you can kind of snuggle under it and you can bring it right down, which you can't do with a normal umbrella. So the Queen has good taste. Take tips from the Queen. I think that's our lesson. Definitely get a birdcage umbrella. See my video where I test out mine. Gail says, you're so funny. Thank you. Josephine says, yay, I made the chat. Hello to everyone from Nigeria. Hello to all my Nigerian friends. And everyone on the African continent. Wendy says, if Camilla is sick, it is good for her to stay away from babies and pregnant Meghan. Probably. That's probably one of the concerns. Sheila says, oh my, Beatrice wore the same coat. I know. Breaking. I'm just skipping down a few, sorry. Natheta says, maybe Edward was already there with his son. Possibly have apartments there, so possibly. Marilyn says, I saw a photo obviously taken from inside the palace grounds. I expressed my displeasure on Twitter. Oh, yes. I think I saw that one too. And they definitely shouldn't be intruding that much on their lives. Really shouldn't. Apollo says, I'm just watching because I love your reactions. I'm not a fan of these sensationalist headlines that are trying to cause trouble. I don't like them. And I don't appreciate them. I don't think they should be doing it. Live, Love and Laugh says, Lady Louise is very pretty. I would agree. Navetta says Camilla may be spending this week with her children, then the Queen next week, or maybe she is sick. Well, what usually happens is, I think that Camilla goes to see her grandchildren on, it may be Boxing Day or the day after. I do forget, my mind fails me. But it is very soon after Christmas Day. Camilla leaves to go and spend time with her family and grandchildren. And it may even be Boxing Day. It may even be some point on Boxing Day. And then, for New Year and Hogmanay, Charles and Camilla leave completely and go to Birk Hall, which is on the Balmoral estate, and they spend New Year and Hogmanay in Scotland. So it is quite a busy time for Camilla. She has to spread herself around quite a bit between the royals and her own family, but she does get, I think, a really good balance. Lots of people wishing Camilla to get better soon. Mrs. BSN says, good to see so many show up, given the Queen's age. Well, she's spawned a dynasty. I mean, you know, her 4 children, and then their children, and then all the grandchildren, and some of the grandchildren have got kids now. I mean, she has literally created her own massive dynasty, and then her extended family as well, the cousins, and their families, their dynasties. So yes, it's a big event, a big occasion. Lots of people loving the Santa hat. Thank you so much. I can't show the latest photos because they are copyrighted paparazzi photographs. So if you see any of those photographs on YouTube, those channels should not be posting them because they are copyrighted by the news agencies and the photographers who took them. So they shouldn't put them on YouTube. They are breaking YouTube terms and conditions, and also breaking the law involving copyright. So if you see them, you shouldn't be seeing them. I will link to where you can see them from in the description. Oh, hang on. I was just trying to read a comment and it skipped it. Hang on. Something about a video. Hang on. I'm going up. Where are we? It totally... Oh, here we go. Shelley says there is a video that shows a baby moving and Meghan responding by holding a bump. Yes, that was at the Fashion Awards. And it appeared like the baby had kicked, and then she kind of quickly put her hand over bump. As I'd imagine you would if you'd got a baby kicking inside you. I think that's probably just a normal response. Okay, just skipping down a little bit. Lots of people talking about the baby. Oh, Natalia says, greetings from Trinidad and Tobago. Hello to you. Okay, just skipping a few. Okay, Claudia says, the photos were on YouTube. I turned down the volume so I can't hear the irritating computer voices. They shouldn't be publishing them. They could technically lose their channels. Oh, apparently it's a new video from yesterday. Oh, do you mean in the care home? When she was sat down with the lady and she said that she felt very, very pregnant today? That video? Or a different one completely? Miriam says, I think I will subscribe to your page. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it because YouTube, I said this yesterday, but YouTube had a purge on all YouTube channels, and they basically, it's a good thing really, I'm not moaning, but they got rid of all spam accounts or fake accounts, and of course you know I don't like fake, so they removed 260 fake accounts from my channel. All channels had the same kind of thing, but I personally lost 260. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I want my 260 back. But yes, I'm certainly not mad that they removed fake accounts. I don't want anything fake on this channel, including subscribers. Who knows where they're from? They could be from Russia. Kimberly says no, she was standing up. Okay, I will have to look out for that new video. I don't think I've managed to catch that one. Misty says, I'm about to start reporting those fake channels and they put out the fakes. Yes, they put out fake news and use copyrighted photos. So, yeah. Sino Lou says, what do I want for Christmas? Oh my goodness, people have been asking me what I want. My family has been asking me what I want for Christmas. It is so hard this year. When you get to the point where you have everything that you need, Christmas is just, it becomes more about what you give other people because you've kind of got everything yourself. Okay, I don't know. A pair of comfy Ugg slippers. I want to be comfy. A nice pair of comfy Ugg slippers. I've never had Ugg, but I popped my foot into one in the shop the other day. Oh my goodness, they feel so lovely. I want a pair of Ugg slippers. That is what I want. In the grey. A pair of Ugg slippers in grey. Size 7. Mother of the Runners says, hi Elliot, you look festive today. Much love from Canada. Thank you so much. I'm trying with the little bubbly and the tiara. Claudia says, not the photos of Meghan, but the royals arriving in a car. Oh, no, not seen that one. Lots of people wishing the Duke of Edinburgh good health and that they were really happy to see him today too. I was as well. Christine says, haha, UK has to worry about Russian interference. I think everyone has to worry about Russian interference. My goodness. But they aren't going to interfere with me. We've had 260 of their accounts removed, which I am thankful for. But if you're not subscribed, please do. Nancy says, I agree, Christmas is to give. Well, you kind of realise that when you get to a certain age. I mean, I'm not saying I'm old, but I am at that kind of age where I have everything I want, and if I want something, I can kind of get it myself. So Christmas becomes more about what you can do for other people, I think. And seeing other people happy. Pat says, I regularly report fake channels. There are so many. There are so many. I mean, over the last, well, probably since Meghan joined the family, so many have spawned because they know that they can get views, and they know that if they put out fake stories, they will just get views, and then they will make money themselves. Oh, Reverend Darlene has donated $1.99. Thank you so much, Darlene. You get a fan flap. I really do have the best fans. You are so sweet. Thank you so much. Misty, talking about Uggs, says, I have had a pair before they became popular. They are so warm and comfy. You will love those slippers. I'm definitely going to get a pair after Christmas. So yes, I will. I'm sure I will love them. Oh, someone asked me the other day, what would I get the Queen for Christmas? Well, we know that the royals exchange their gifts on Christmas Eve. It is a German tradition, which they have continued. They have trestle tables set up, and they have taped lines. So if you can imagine, these big long tables are kind of sectioned by just like white tape into segments for the royals, and laid out are their presents from each other to each other. And I think they all open at the same time on Christmas Eve. Now, the royals favour joke presents, cheap joke presents. They love it. 1 year, Princess Anne famously gave Charles a leather loo seat. My goodness. Oh, Reverend says, how do you cancel $1.99? I have no idea. Seriously, I really have no idea how you cancel $1.99. Sorry, I cannot help. That's YouTube technicals. Yes, so the royals do it on Christmas Eve. It is a tradition. No presents on Boxing Day. They like cheap and cheerful. I think 1 year Catherine got Harry a grow-your-own girlfriend. Well, now he definitely doesn't need that. The Queen once received a cushion with "It's Good to Be Queen," which was spotted at Balmoral. So she does like these presents. Now, what would I get the Queen that's jokey? I have seen a fabulous t-shirt on redbubble.com. If you don't know Redbubble, non-sponsored, but it is a fabulous site where you can type in anything and there will probably be a t-shirt with an image of it on. It's where I got some of my my Queen t-shirt, and the one with Elizabeth on, and the one with Tsar Nicholas. I have seen a fabulous t-shirt. I saw it months ago, and if you can imagine Burger King, there is a t-shirt with Burger Queen, and it's this fabulous Burger Queen t-shirt. I think the Queen would love Burger Queen. So I would get the Queen, the Burger Queen t-shirt. I really would. Reverend Darlene says, Merry Christmas, you and your partner. I think it sent $1.99. I think you're... Are you trying to send Mike, are you trying to send $40? My goodness. I don't think it has sent 40. I think it sent $1.99 again. I don't know why. Are you trying to send 40? If you are, thank you so much. But you really don't have to. But yes, I would get the Queen, Burger Queen, because it's so funny. Go and check out the t-shirt. It's hilarious. Cynthia says, yes, she can move her bar to the right. I'm not quite sure about that one. I have no idea. Oh, someone talking about artist Victoria? Oh, Victoria Arbiter, Arnold Sanders says, said Thomas sold his letters and cards. That's why he wasn't paid for the interview. Oh, does she know? Well, if she said that he has, maybe he did. Maybe he did sell them. Rochelle says, how did the fake 200 accounts get there in the first place? I have no idea. They have bots that register to channels. Like I say, it's a purge that has affected pretty much all. If you go to people's Social Blade accounts, you can see that on the same day at the same time, loads of accounts have just literally... some accounts have lost hundreds of thousands. It's a bit like Twitter. There is a website where you can go on and you can type in someone's Twitter account, and you can see that, you know, how many fake accounts are registered to that account. It just happens. These bots can register to channels and Twitters and Instagrams, and it inflates people's subscribers. But I'm really actually pleased that I only lost 260. It sounds a lot, but out of 72,000, 260 is actually quite good. So that basically goes to show that all of my subscribers, minus that 260, were all real, genuine people, of which I am really happy for. Because I want all of my subscribers to be genuine people that like the royal family, that have come to me and looked at my videos and wanted to subscribe. So I'm really kind of happy it did. But I want them back. I want my subscribers back. So if you're not subscribed, please do. Okay, let me just... Oh, Reverend Darlene says, how cool, the t-shirt website. Yes, do go check it out. Redbubble is fabulous. I really do like Redbubble. Pat says, I admire how you try your very best to stay true regardless of what rubbish is bandied around. What is the donations for? Is it to support your channel? Yes, YouTube has a function. It's the little $sign at the bottom underneath where you type. And it means that you can donate, a bit like a tip, I suppose. A bit like if you tip your barrister or your taxi driver, you can tip people's channels. So some people like to tip, so thank you so much if you have. And of course, anything that is donated gets put back into the channel, either through equipment or subscriptions like my PO box address, or things that I might buy to show on the channel, that kind of thing. Or even I'm saving up for trips for the new year. So anything donated will get put back into the channel. So thank you so much if you have. But I'm not after anything. It's literally, your support is just if you like, and if you watch the videos, it really does help. Sheila says, you have the best royal account. Thank you so much. Elizabeth says, I like your purpose, Queen. My proposed Queen's Christmas gift. I'm sure she would probably wear my Burger Queen t-shirt. Let's have a look. Joy says, I would find a fairy doll and give the Queen her own fairy godmother. No fairies! You're going to upset Sheridan. Monica says, really appreciate your insight and wisdom on the royals. Have a blessed Christmas and a new year. Well, thank you so much. Wendy says, you always make me smile, especially when I am flapping my imaginary black fan at the fake news. I haven't got my black... I've only got my yellow fan because I only wanted to talk about good news apart from the little bit of bad that I spoke about earlier. Yes, I would love to vlog a trip to London. That's one of the things... And Edinburgh as well. Edinburgh is one of my top lists because they have the Royal Yacht Britannia. They have the Palace of Holyrood House. So yes, Edinburgh is on my list definitely too. Okay, I think I'm done for today. It's been a slow news day in terms of royal engagements, obviously because of the Queen's Christmas lunch. So they were all engaged with the Queen. So I hope I've covered who was there that we've seen. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a really festive thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media and also hit that notification bell, because if YouTube decides that it's playing game and it wants to notify you that I'm doing something live or posting a new video, then maybe you might get a notification. Who knows? So from me in Shropshire, thank you so much for watching.